What's up, guys? Proper Truth here, and welcome back to the channel. So what I'm gonna be giving you guys today is maybe just it's gonna be a really short video. I'm just gonna be giving you guys some test hands on with the new attic nisters and stuff. Well, with the new support for the attic nisters. I've been doing some testing as I mentioned in the deck profile with the deck, and it's been really good, pretty consistent. I can't complain about it. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is just we're gonna shuffle this deck. Oops, sorry, excuse me, guys. Let me just shuffle up for y'all real quick. Alright, so this is what we have. This is actually not a bad hand. Like, if you're going first, for a first hand, it's not that bad, guys. I mean, Ideal Reborn, I was hoping to search it, but we can always search I Meet You, you know. So we have Duel, we have Picari, we have Call by the Grave, which is really good because we don't want anybody stopping this combo. We have the Chi-Chi, and then we have the Ideal Reborn. Let me move this up for ya. So for going first, that's not bad. This is what I would be doing. To start off, we will actually go and normal summon the Chi-Chi. A Chi-Chi would trigger to search for an attic nister monster, and to be honest, let's see what we're gonna search for, because in reality you would search for the Picari. So I guess I will search for the Doyon, which is not bad. We could definitely use the Doyon. Let's just shuffle up again, and then from here you're gonna actually link summon away the Chi-Chi to summon the Dark Infant Attic Nister. Attic Nister would trigger to search for your Attic Nister Island. So you will go, yep, and you will look for the island, shuffle up again. It's a lot of searching. It's a lot of searching. Like, even if they, and at any time of this, like if they ask you a Chi-Chi, or they ask the infant, just Call by the Grave. That's why I'm running through it, because Call by the Grave is in the hand, so it's not bad. So like, you can have Call by the Grave in the graveyard. Then from here, you're gonna go and activate the Attic Nister Island. Let's put it right here. Sorry, I'm like trying to go around my camera and show this on. Yeah, make sure I got room on the camera and stuff. And then right here, what you would do is actually you're gonna go activate Attic Nister Island, and you're gonna special summon the Picari, and Picari's gonna trigger. Here you would normally get your Idol Reborn. I keep saying Ideal, Idol Reborn, and then, but since it's already in your hand, you can actually just search for I Meet You. I Meet You goes into the hand, and that wouldn't be that bad right there. Then you will actually link off these two, and you're gonna go and you're gonna summon out the Cyber's Wicked. That way you can clear off the main monster zone, so you can be able to activate Attic Nister again. From here, I guess you'll activate the Attic Nister Island to special summon the Doyon. Then you're gonna go and chain one, banish for cost. So you'll banish you could banish anything. I would banish the Dark Infant, because you're gonna want to bring back the Picari, and maybe even a Chi-Chi to the hand with Doyon, one or the other. You'll most likely get the Chi-Chi, so you can special summon the Picari when you summon Dark Templar. So chain one, banish Dark Infant for cost, then chain two to add the Chi-Chi to back to your hand. Now remember, guys, you never special summon a Chi-Chi with Attic Nister on the field yet, so don't forget you can still special summon that. So right here, once you do that, you're gonna work backwards. You're gonna go and you're gonna search for oh, wrong one, sorry, I thought that was Boo-Roo-Roo. Oh, Boo-Roo-Roo. Here we go. You're gonna search for Boo-Roo-Roo Attic Nister to the hand. It's a tuner, so that's what Wicked is doing, is adding a Cyber's tuner to the hand. So it's still not bad. Look, you still end up with 5 cards in the hand from what you started, so you're already plussing in this game, and you still haven't even activated this. You can choose to activate this if you want. And remember, if you was going second, you have Droll in the hand to stop your opponent from even searching. So let's continue this, guys. You're gonna go now, you're gonna link away the Doyon and the Wicked, so you can link summon into, where you at, Splash Mage. Splash Mage comes out, but however, you're not gonna activate his effect just yet, because you don't want no monsters in the main monster zone. You still want to be able to special summon one of the Attic Nisters in your hand. So right here, you're gonna activate Attic Nister Island again, and you're gonna special summon the Boo-Roo-Roo It doesn't matter where you put it, you're gonna get it off the board anyway. And then you're gonna activate Bururu's effect. Now when Buru is normal special summon, it's a foolish burial. So in this case, back then you would just mainly foolish whoever you needed in the grave because you can get it right back. But in this case, like I had mentioned in my profile, you're gonna want to foolish out the Mari Adignister. That way, because it is a graveyard effect, and you want to be able to just use that if you're gonna summon the Arrival. So Dawn Mari goes into the graveyard from there, and then from here now you'll activate the Splash Mage effect. So you're gonna go and you could target pretty much anybody you want. I would just bring back the Doyon. I don't care. It doesn't matter because you're gonna actually link it away. So you need 3 monsters to summon Dark Templar. 3 monsters with different attributes. So in this case, we have Water, Dark, and Wind. So Dark Templar will come out from here. As you can see, you still don't have any monsters in the main monster zone. You already went up to a link 3. So right here, as I mentioned before, you never special summoned a Chi-Chi with Adignister Island. So now you're going to activate Adignister Island to special summon the Chi-Chi. And you're going to go special summon it pretty much anywhere else. Just don't, in this case, I just put it for the camera's sake because it's so tight. I just put it here so you guys could see what's going on. But in this situation, you're not going to activate the Dark Templar's effect since a monster was special summoned to its arrow. You do not want to do that yet. So right here, you will actually just link away the Chi-Chi because remember, you already used this effect. And you're going to summon your second Dark Infant Adignister. Right here, this is where you're going to activate the Dark Templar Adignister as chain 1, and then chain 2 Dark Infant to slide him over to your left. So you're going to slide him over to your left. That already happened, and then you're going to change the attribute to Divine. I usually do Divine. A lot of people online I've noticed do the same thing. You want to change this attribute to Divine because there's nothing in Divine in the deck, and you need the different attribute for the future. So right here, chain 1, chain 2, slide over, and then working backwards, Dark Templar is going to finish up its effect. And from here, you're going to go and you're going to summon the Bururu, you're going to summon the Doyon, and then you're going to summon the Picari. Right here, all their effects are negated. It doesn't matter because you already used them. But this is what it looks like by the time you get to here. Then to continue off, you're actually going to perform a synchro summon, and you're going to summon your Wind Pegasus Adignister. Then from there, you're actually going to go and activate Bururu's effect to target the material that you used to summon it, and special summon it back to the board. I did forget also, I was supposed to activate, oh no I didn't because I don't have any Adignister spells or traps in the grave. So in reality though, if you link summon Doyon, like when I did for the Splash Mage, you would actually, if you have an Adignister spell or trap in the grave, you can add it back to the hand. But since there was none in the grave, I didn't have to use that. But anyway, the Bururu's effect triggers, special summon the Doyon, and then from here you're just gonna overlay into your Light Dragon Adignister. And now this is your first, like if you're going first, this is what it would look like. If you was going second, because remember you still have the Droll in your hand and stuff like that, but we didn't put in the grave. So this is our first turn right here, and this is what it would look like. Let me see if I can move this back a little bit more for y'all. There we go. This is what the board will look like. Light Dragon Adignister with 2 materials, and you still haven't activated the Ideal Reborn yet. You still haven't activated the I Meet You yet. So you still have even more extensions right here. So this is technically your Rhoda and your Monster Reborn. Now you can actually do something fairly well if you really want to like set up an established board. So right here you have options. You do have options to go into. Number 1, your first option is that you can go into Firewall Dark Fluid, or you can actually go into the Arrival Cyber's Adignister. You have choices here. If you're going first, maybe you might want to go into the Firewall Dark Fluid to at least get 2 negates, 2 monster negates on the board. Or it doesn't matter. You can still go into the arrival because he's unaffected by everything. Just be aware, once you link into all these guys right here, into the arrival is gonna come out and he gains he gains up to 4,000 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 materials that you used with different attribute. Now don't forget, Dark Infant Agnestor's attribute is not dark, it's divine. So I was able to link that all off to summoning the arrival, because remember, you need 3+ monsters to summon him with different attributes. So do not forget that, guys. If somebody tries to tell you can't use Dark Templar and Dark Infant because there's 2 darks, remember, you change the attribute. You could change it to whatever attribute you want, but to be better safe than sorry, you will activate Dark Infant to change his attribute to divine. And then from here you still have a draw. You have an Ideal Reborn. If you really want, you can either set the Ideal Reborn or you can activate it and bring back one of your Agnestor's. It doesn't matter. Here you can actually, let's see, you could, yeah, let's say we brought him back, the Doyon will come back and you'll have that in the grave, and then you can actually link summon that into your Link Karibo and then activate Doyon's effect, since it was used for a link material to summon a Cybers monster. You can actually add the Ideal Reborn back to the hand, so you still technically didn't go minus. And then you can set this, and then like if you want to bring back the Templar or any of any other Cybers. So this is what it would look like going first turn, guys. It's not bad at all. 4,000 unaffected monster that on your turn you get to pop and get a token. If now, let's say if your opponent goes now and they say, you know what, this is a heavy board, he has a back row, he's not 100% sure what it is, and you still have a Droll in your hand. So like, let's say if they say, okay, entering battle phase to go into activating evenly match, you can actually just say, okay, negate with the Link Karibo now. So that is an example, so they can try to clear the board, because evenly match affects the player and you'll be forced to leave the Agnestor on the board and get rid of these 3 guys. But in reality, you'll just negate it with the Link Karibo, and it's you can't go wrong with it, guys. Now not only that you have the Droll. So let's say if they search something, you Droll them, and they're like, you know what, I can still play, and they summon, let's say if somebody summon Alistair the Invoker, right, and they activate the effect. Since you control a Link 6 Link monster, you can actually just say, okay, we're gonna banish the Danmari Agnestor from the grave to target a card on the board and negate its effects until the end phase. So if they forget that this is in the graveyard, you actually have a chance because you Drolled them and you negated an effect, and you still have an Ideal Reborn face down. So this negates not only monsters, but it also negates cards. So let's just say they activate Mystic Mind, you know, or you can do this on your turn or their turn, doesn't matter. If you activate Mystic Mind, use this on your turn, you know what I mean, because it's a quick effect, so you can be able to do that, negate the Mystic Mind and then go off from there. And this could be anything, like let's say if you didn't have the Link Karibo and they evenly match you, it's a face-up card. When they activate evenly match, you could just banish and negate it. I mean, it wouldn't, with this type of board, I wouldn't waste Danmari on it, just for that, because you'll just, it's not that much. I would still leave the Agnestor Arrival on board. So it's not a bad board. It's not a bad board, and what makes it not a bad board is that the Arrival is unaffected. You have Danmari in the grave to negate anything. You can negate the Alistair Invoke. You can negate, like if I was going up against Code Talkers, I think I would actually draw, like if they sign in mining or the Lady Debug. Let's say if they just had Codec in the hand, they go straight into it. You can negate the Codec with Danmari. I am tongue twisting today, guys. So yeah, this is what it would look like first turn, and let's see what it looks like going second. Okay, so we're gonna do a second hand. Sorry, I wanted to clean up the table and organize that, actually, that my OCD kicks in like that. So let's shuffle up. This time we're going second, guys. We're gonna be going second to see what the hand's looking like. So as you saw from the from the first hand going first, You can end with the arrival. You had an option to end with firewall as well, but I feel like the arrival is a little bit stronger just because he's unaffected with he's 4,000 attack. That was a decent hand to do all that. So right here, let's see what this is looking like. So that's 4. Oh man, no ad ignister. Oh, perfect. Okay, there goes 1. Now we're gonna go draw your 6 card. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. For you going second, this isn't bad because of the fact that you got to think of it like this, guys. These may not even be in your hand by the time you're going on your turn. You might actually ash something or draw something. It doesn't matter. But for the sake of the video, we'll leave them in the hand just so I can show you what it's capable of. And even if you didn't use them, you still have droplets. And you can pitch them if you want. You can drop. Honestly, like I said, I would droplets probably the Duel because you're going to end up searching it anyway. It doesn't matter. But like for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do this so you guys can see in the combo. So let's just say like you droplets and you get rid of these 2 right here. Now the board is cleared, negation, whatever, however you want to do it, and all you needed was honestly the I meet you. You activate the I meet you and you have to reveal 2300 Savage Monster from your extra deck on your hand, and we don't have one in the hand, so obviously we're gonna go and show them the Fire Phoenix ad ignister. The Fire Phoenix ad ignister is actually gonna go, and we gotta search for the Achichi. Shuffle up. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm going back in. So just to remind you guys, if you don't summon the Fire ad ignister, Fire Phoenix, you're gonna burn for the 2300, but since you're probably gonna OTK your opponent with just this hand as is. So you're gonna go and you're gonna normal summon the Achichi, you're gonna activate, and you're gonna search for, oh, he's right here, Picari. Link summon. You're gonna pretty much be doing almost practically the same thing that you did on the first hand, but you're just gonna end the board differently. So now you're gonna go and activate the Dark Infant ad ignister. You're gonna search for the ad ignister island. Activate the ad ignister island. Then activate ad ignister island again to special summon the Picari in your hand. Then you're gonna activate the Picari here. You'll search for the Ideal Reborn. You already used the I met you, so I meet you. Don't really need to go any further from there. Then you're gonna link summon again. You're gonna go. You're gonna activate. You're gonna link summon to the Cyber's Wicked. You have no monsters in the main monster zone, so you have options here. You can actually go and activate the ad ignister island to summon the Doyon. You can do that. Activate his effect to add the Chi-Chi to your hand that you haven't special summoned. So honestly, that would probably be the smartest play to do and save the Ideal Reborn like we did in the first hand. Activate ad ignister island, special summon the Dion from the hand. You're gonna chain 1 the Cyber's Wicked, banish the Dark Infant, and then chain 2 the Doyon to add the Achichi to your hand. Now keep in mind, guys, this is you going second. Let me see if I can push this back. This is you going second. You already negated whatever's on the board with the droplets, so you have to be careful. You don't know what's in their hand, but just for the sake of this video, just to show you guys the combo, let's just say they have no ash. So you're gonna go chain 1, banish the Dark Infant, so you can be able to search for the Bururu out of the deck into your hand since he's a Cyber's tuner. Chain 2 the Doyon to add the Chi-Chi from the graveyard back to the hand. Remember, because Chi-Chi was never summoned from the ad ignister island. You're working backwards. You're gonna go and you're gonna get the Bururu ad ignister to the hand. Then you're gonna actually go link summon into, where you at, Splash Mage. And then you're gonna not use Splash Mage's effect. You're gonna activate the ad ignister again to special summon the Bururu. Activating the Bururu here, it doesn't matter. You can send the Dunmari to the graveyard if you want. Honestly, it's probably the smartest play. But let's say if we didn't have Doyon, you were actually foolish to Doyon instead. So send that to the grave. You're most likely, this is where the combo changes. This is where from the first hand that we did, because you're gonna end the board differently. So you can actually activate the Splash Mage, special summon anybody. It don't matter who it is. We could just special summon if you want. It doesn't matter. its effect is negated anyway. So you still have this hand. From here, you're gonna link into your Dark Templar. Bam. Then activate Adignus Island, special summon the Chi-Chi onto the board. Again, link into the second Dark Infant. You chain 1, chain 2, move over, and then you're gonna go and special summon the Bururu, the Bakari, where's the Doyon? And the Doyon. Here. Oh, remember, yes, before I forget again, remember guys, change his attribute to Divine. This is not bad because you have 2 Reborns in the hand, which is kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy. You're going to Synchro summon. If you're going second, you have options. You can actually summon the Cyber's Quantum Dragon or the Winged Pegasus. Honestly, just do the Winged Pegasus. If you want, activating the Baruru's effect to bring back the Doyon. And then like right here, you can actually activate the Pegasus effect. If they have back row, you can clear the back row if you want. Or straight into overlaying into Light Dragon. Now that Light Dragon, everybody's here. And in this situation, wow, this is actually pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool. Because you have the Reborns in the hand. So it's like, it's pretty nutty, bruh. So here, this is where you change it again. You're not going to go into your arrival. You want to be able to OTK. So the fact of the matter is you can just go, that's 3, 4, 5. If you want to do it like this, well, you're going to have to, because you need the materials. You need the materials in the grave. And you're going to go and link summon into Dark Fluid, Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. You're going to activate his effect. He's going to gain 2 negations because you have a Wind Pegasus and Light Dragon, Synchro and Exceed in the grave. So now he has 2 negations, plus he gains an additional 5,000 attack in the battle phase. Now, remember, Dropless is on board. Everything is negated and cut in half on the board. Yeah, they have back row, you cleared back row. You know, so you can actually either ideal Monster Reborn or ideal. You can actually bring back the Dark Templar if you want. That way, when he destroys a monster by battle, you can actually special summon one of these guys back if you want. Anybody actually, but mainly it'll be one of these guys. And you can keep an ideal in your hand or link it away to summon your Link Karibo. So you have options. So let's say you just brought him back, then yeah, wow, wow, it's insane. You can actually do way more than that. Way more than that. Wow, can you actually do that? Ideal Reborn, you can bring back. Wow, this is actually rude. This is really rude. You can actually just bring back the Splash Mage if you want. Is it possible? And look, you can actually just say, you know what, entering battle phase, you're gonna game your opponent regardless with Dark Fluid. And if you attack with him first, destroying one of the monsters, he's gonna activate. You'll bring back the Light Dragon because you want to keep him in the grave just in case any shenanigans happens. And you could bounce something back onto the board. You have no hand. Just remind you, all this that was a ridiculous hand, and this all took 1 card combo. As you saw, we dropped with the droplets and stuff like that. So attack effect, you bring back the Light Dragon, and this would be game. Let's say if it wasn't game, you still have an option to go into your Adignus or Arrival with this, which is crazy because this will be 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to get rid of all that, you know, you can simply just. That's just crazy. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's insane. So you have a negation and a monster on the board that's unaffected. But like I said, before linking into this, that was game already. So I wanted to actually just show you guys a quick hand for going first, going second, what this deck is capable of doing, just off of 1 card, which is the I Meet You. You know, that's why this deck could play cards like this, because you can stop your opponent if you're going second and OTK them with Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. If you're going first, you can end the board with the Arrival and maybe something else, like I said, with that Link Karibo or something like that for extra protection. And Ideal Reborn, you bring back the Templar and be able to go off on your next turn. Not only the Templar, if they end their turn after that, you can actually Ideal Reborn, bring back a Chi-Chi, get the effect to search for another Picari or look for another Buru or whoever else you need to extend. You're most likely going to the Picari, and then on your turn you can link that away, summon anything else, link Karibo, and then summon the Picari and search for another Ideal Reborn. That's what this deck is capable. It has so many options and so many. It's so consistent right now because of the fact that we had gotten Dark Infant out against it and the I Meet You. So yeah, there you guys have it. If you guys have any questions about this deck, or maybe if there's something else I could do, just please let me know. Don't forget, guys, show some love and subscribe to the channel. Again, as I mentioned in the last video, I will be doing some duels coming up soon. Just gotta work that out with my locals. And tell me what you guys want to see next. I know I've been doing a lot of cyber stuff. It's just I've been hooked on cybers for the past, I'll say, about a month or so. I'm trying to bring them back, especially that Code Talk is a top in an OCG. So I'm trying to do the same thing here. So this last weekend I went in with Code Talkers, came in and I think third place. It was third place I came in, and I did better from the video that I showed you guys before. I came in 5th in the video that I showed you guys before, and then after that this week I came in 3rd. So I'm getting better as we keep going. I will be testing this weekend, so if I change it up for the tournament and I do top with it, I will give you guys another deck profile. So guys, again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new, like this video if you really enjoyed this combo, and guys, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you at the next video. Later.